With this installment, we'll now be deep into the 3rd century AD. We'll see that our author is still saying that exile is the punishment for the Jews for the death of Christ. But we'll also see that hundreds of years have made the strain of that argument apparent. Origen's Contra Celsus was written to rebut a pagan philosopher who had written a critique of Christianity. A few of Celsus's comments gave Origen the opportunity to comment on the death of Jesus in Book 2. We see repeated here yet again the connection first made by Jesus, the destruction of Jerusalem as a judgment for rejecting him. As we've argued, it would be difficult to apply this to any Judean living outside the immediate area of Jerusalem. The New Testament confirms this by fixing blame on Judeans only within that geographic area. But in Origen, the connection is being stretched further, to a time nearly 200 years after that of Jerusalem's destruction. The generation of Judeans alive at the time would have no living memory of even the Kakba rebellion. Though there would be a great social burden in being a people with no homeland, Judeans acclimated to diaspora living would have long since established their own social identities. In fact, by this time, the growth of Rabbinic Judaism, as the normative form of Judaism, spoke to a significant change in orientation. It was a Judaism that made do without a temple, and instead made the study of Torah its spiritual foundation. Judean life and practice, and fundamental aspects of Judean identity, had changed and given their world a rebirth, taking them far, far away from the world of the Judeans who cried out in Pilate's courtyard. Origen says more of the same sort of thing in his commentary on Matthew, Book 14, Section 9, and he also says this: This is now the second time we've seen Matthew 27:25 used in an argument, but there's no sign here that Origen ties this verse to some sort of everlasting curse. The destruction of Jerusalem and Judea avenges the death, and while Origen also says of the Jews they will never be restored to their former condition, this hardly can be stretched into add on to this the penalty of going out and killing and persecuting these people and their descendants. Judeans of Origen's day have become more and more unlike the Judeans of Jerusalem who were in the city at the time of Jesus' crucifixion, making arguments like Origen's more and more tenuous, a gap between argument and reality that will only widen as time goes on.